Hello, I'm Pedro the Penguin, and I am going to talk to you today about measuring, specifically long and short. I'd like to introduce you to my tractors, Tractor 1 and Tractor 2. Which one of these tractors do you think is the long tractor, and which one is the short tractor? Let me think. I think this could be the short tractor, and this one could be the longer tractor. Oh, what makes you think that? Well, it's just a feeling I have, but we could compare them and check for sure. So let's, when we're comparing, make sure that we're lining them up from the same starting point. For example, this would not be a fair comparison because they're not both starting in the same place. However, if we reverse them to the same line, we can see very clearly which one is short and which one is long. You might be thinking to yourself, well, this is far too easy for me, Pedro the Maths Penguin. So how can I make this more challenging for my learning? Well, the answer is introduce another tractor, of course. So now we have 1, 2, 3, and we go from naming long and short to adding comparative language to our maths. So for example, this tractor is shorter than this tractor. This tractor is longer than this tractor. This tractor is the shortest tractor in length compared to the other two. Interesting. But I don't think you're being very precise in your comparisons because these tractors are all in a line, which is kind of proving a point roughly, but we could be more exact. So let's line them up together and see if you are telling the truth. Oh wait, what's that, Pedro? I am telling the truth. Booyah. 1, 2, 3 tractors in a row. Short, longer, longest, longest, shorter, shortest. Lots of different words for us to throw around in there. So we can go back to our ordering of tractors and we can start our measuring journey with some Duplo blocks. Measuring doesn't have to use a tape measure or a ruler and centimetres. It can use non-exact units of measure, provided that those units are the same. If a centimetre is the same, whichever centimetre you use, so is a Duplo block. So this tractor is approximately, or roughly, 3 Duplo blocks long. I wonder if that's the same for this tractor. Oh, no, it's not. So let's add some more. Hang on a minute, this is not good measuring. Look at this gap is so big that I could fit my entire penguin body inside it. Whoa, you mean we can't leave spaces in between our units of measure? No, you cannot. No, no, as my 2-year-old would say. How about now, Pedro? Yes, this is penguin approved measuring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units long. Clearly bigger than this one. Uh-oh, don't say bigger. Why not, Pedro? Because bigger is an inexact comparative word. It could mean anything. It could mean taller, it could mean shorter, it could mean heavier, it could mean longer. So, no more bigger, thank you, mathematicians. Only longer or shorter. Okay, right. And finally, let's move on to our last tractor. We think is the longest tractor in our collection of tractors. Pedro, will you please assess the quality of our measuring? Yes, 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 yes. I think that's okay. Good, let's count them up then, Pedro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Duplo blocks long. Clearly the longest tractor in our barn full of tractors here. Now I trust that you have vehicles or tractors or dolls or toys or dinosaurs that you might like to measure at home. We like to measure fish. That's nice, Pedro. So here's something that you can do with your non-exact units of measure. And if you want to go really crazy, why not crack out the tape measure too and line it up alongside. Don't get too caught up in this to start with, because the important thing is using the language of short or longer, longest, longest, shorter, shortest. If you can introduce those words, that's really the key. And one fun way to do that is to use a box of ribbons or a box of wool. It's great for predicting whether you think the next piece of wool you pull out of the box, other infant medicines are available, is going to be the longest, the shortest, longer or shorter than the last one you've pulled out. So let's start with, Pedro, can you lend me a flipper here? No, I can't. Okay, then I'm going to have to use my feet. So let's try this pink one. Do we think this is going to be long or short? I don't know. Well, I'm not talking to you anymore, Pedro, because you wouldn't lend me a flipper. Let's pull it and see. Not bad. Fairly long, I'd say. Let's see, though, when we compare it to another piece of wool. Let's try the yellow. Oh, well, that wasn't very long at all. In fact, I'd go so far as to say this yellow one is short. Let's try this blue one here in the middle. Are you ready, everyone? What do you predict? Will this one be longer or shorter than the yellow? Let's find out. Let's just remind ourselves that the yellow was relatively short. Are you ready to see the blue? I didn't think this through when I was planning it. It's still going, it's still going. I don't know where to make it go. Oh, yep, that's it. Oh. Longer or shorter? That's right, it's longer. I think it might even be the longest one so far. Perfect. Well, Pedro, there's only 2 more ribbons left to pull. So far, the light blue is the longest one by far. Shall we find out what happens when we pull this dark purple one? What's that, Pedro? You predict it will be shorter than the blue one? Well, let's find out, shall we? Oh, I think you're right. Quick comparison. Oh, what's this cat doing where penguins live? I don't know. Yep, you're right, Pedro. That dark purple one was in fact shorter than the long blue one. The long blue one still our longest ribbon so far. Our yellow, still the shortest one. In fact, so short it can't even get over the side of the box. So it brings us to our last one, number 5. Shall we pull the ribbon and see what happens? I haven't got enough hands for this. Mrs. Weston, where are you? Okay, right, are we in shot? Yes, we are. Oh, already I can see that this is longer than the yellow. The yellow is in fact now the shortest ribbon that we had in our box. Let's keep going. Oh, it's longer than the light purple. Is it longer than the dark purple? Yes, it is. So really the question that remains is this the longest ribbon in the box? Will it be longer than the light blue one? Oh gee, I don't know, Pedro. Let's keep pulling the ribbon and find out. Oops. Hey, look at that. It was the longest ribbon, I think. Oh no, wait. No, it wasn't. The blue one was the longest one. Ta-da! So, to make it, poke holes in your box, tie a knot underneath and poke the wool through, and then importantly, tie a knot at the other end so it doesn't come back through the box when you have finished. You can do it with 3, you can do it with 5. If you really get carried away, you can do it with 100. But I think 5 is probably enough. Wow, thanks for that. Yeah, thanks, Pedro. That was really interesting, learning about short, longer, and longest, or longest, shorter, and short. Right, well I guess I'll head back to the Antarctic now and maybe look around for some fish to measure. Great, Pedro, you do that. See you soon. Bye.